today, and I will be reviewing the Bowflex SelectTech adjustable dumbbells. They have two versions. They have one with a smaller weight range, and they have the one that I got in the higher weight range. They are a set of dumbbells you buy, and they adjust from 5 pounds all the way up to 52.5 pounds, and they are retail priced at about $2.99 right now, and I will link them below if you're interested in checking them out on Amazon. And I just wanted to kind of tell you about my experience with them, the pros and the cons, and if you're looking into getting something similar, hopefully this helps you out. So I have them adjusted all the way to the lowest weight, which is 5 pounds, just because it's easier for me to show them to you, but I will insert some footage of them basically static somewhere in here so you can see how they look full weight and how they kind of look when you have them displayed. So they look like this. This is 5 pounds, and as you can see, they're pretty compact, and the lower weights are definitely a lot easier to handle. They are a great investment if you're someone just getting started and you don't really want to buy a gym membership, you don't have the money to do it monthly, and you just want to make one purchase. They're a great investment to any home gym. So like I said, the ones I have are 5 pounds to 52.5 pounds, $2.99, and basically that's super cheap. If you were to buy separate weights from 5 pounds all the way to 52.5 pounds, that would just get ridiculous. And like I already said, a gym membership would also be expensive and rack up pretty quickly. So these pay for themselves immediately. The other nice thing about them is that they're super durable. You know, we use these on a daily basis. They've held up really well. I've been using them for, like I said, about 2.5 years, and they do awesome. Both me and my boyfriend use them regularly, and we both love them. They're really compact, so they have a holder, as you'll see, that they just kind of sit in. We push them against our wall because we live in a smaller townhouse. We don't have a ton of room to like put them away. It would obviously be nice to have like a designated gym area, but that's not our reality right now. So we just kind of tuck them away. They're super easy to move. But they're, I mean, obviously they're 52.5 pounds plus the base. So it's not something you want to be dragging in and out on a constant basis. So either having a home gym to put them in, or just having a place where you can kind of push them back and kind of tuck them away when you're not using them are both great options. Okay, so the cons. Some cons for me is that when you're getting into the higher weights, they do become pretty bulky if you're a smaller person, a woman. They don't bother guys that work with them very much because obviously they have a bigger build. But for a girl, when you're getting up into the 20s and 30s for arm exercises, they get pretty bulky, so your range of motion is kind of limited. So let's say for an overhead press, you know, just imagine there being like 20 pounds on here, 15, 20 pounds. You know, your range of motion is kind of limited because, you know, when you're coming up to an overhead press, they're gonna touch. Both weights together are gonna touch without doing much work. So that's kind of annoying. It doesn't make it impossible, but it's just something to think about when you're looking at similar products to these. Another con is that, so I am only doing home workouts right now. I don't currently have a gym membership, and I've been doing heavier strength training for a while now. So another con is just when I'm doing heavier loads, it's awkward for lower body workouts. So something like a deadlift, I'm gonna max out at just over 105 pounds. Yeah. And realistically speaking, if I were in a gym with a traditional barbell, I could probably double that. But with these, because the grip is so strange, because they're just an awkward shape, you know, you're gonna have to do more volume and not worry so much about upping your weight every time. So I make it work with deadlifts. I have gloves that help me grip without hurting my hands too much, but yeah, it's just a little more awkward than a barbell. Obviously they're not built for this, so it's not really their fault, but for someone who is doing mostly home workouts, I could see how this could be limiting. It's limiting me already. Looking into gym membership slash getting, you know, a barbell with some weights to kind of continue to progress in the strength department. And the same goes for loading on your shoulders for squats. So right now, because you're holding them this way, when you're doing a top loaded squat, you're gonna put them right here and squat down. So because my upper body is not as strong as my lower body, obviously, that kind of limits to what I can put here because my wrists get tired super quick. So I'm at like 40 to 45 pounds right now, and if I want to load one at each shoulder, that it really limits me. Because if I were doing a back squat, I can almost guarantee, I know because I've been to a gym and used a squat rack, I can squat a lot more because the load is just totally different when you're using a barbell. So again, these aren't something that were probably designed for that, so it's really not the fault of the product. But if you're looking for like strict home workouts, I would say you're gonna wanna do a higher volume with lower weight just so your form doesn't suffer, so you don't injure yourself or any of that stuff. So just something to think about if you're going to purchase something like that. Okay, so I think that about covers my mini review. Just to go over what I already said, the pros are they're super durable, they're a great compact piece of equipment you can kind of tuck away. They're awesome if you're just starting out with your home gym and doing a lot of home workouts, and the price is great. The cons, they're a little bulkier the heavier you get for women. Your range of motion might be limited just because of their size as you get into the higher weight ranges. And if you're doing lower body stuff, they're probably not going to be the best tool to continue to up your weight. Like I said, you're going to probably want to stick to higher volume, more reps of a lower weight just to keep your form correct and make sure you don't injure yourself trying to grab something that's a little awkward and a little bulkier than traditional gym equipment. So that is it. I think the Bowflex dumbbell set is a great investment for beginners out there. Check it out. Like I said, I will link it below if you're interested in purchasing them. Let me know if you have them and what you think of them, and if you've had the same issues and successes that I've had. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed this quick review. Please like this video and give it a thumbs up if you like these fitness reviews, and leave a comment. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's the whole story at both places. The O in whole is a 0. I know people get confused with that, but it's all linked below if you want to follow me. And I will talk to you soon. Have a good one. See you later.